my name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with the start of a weekly reading vlog. So I did this last week. I really enjoyed it. I have not edited and posted the one for this week yet. I have to do that today. Like, I'm doing that next as soon as I'm done filming this clip. But I wanted to start the vlog off. It is Sunday. It is the 7th of February and it is approximately 10 to 10 in the morning. So yeah, the reason I had stopped doing vlogs before, I got thinking about this week, was that it was a pain for me to edit, because the way I used to have to do my editing for all of my videos was I had to run them through two different softwares. One to insert pictures up here, and then another one to put it all together. So when my laptop died, and that's part of the reason that I stopped doing them, because I had all these clips and I had to do each individual clip, and it was just, it took hours and hours and hours for me to edit a vlog, because I like to talk. But it's now a lot easier because it's one computer program. Since I got my new laptop, I had to get a new editing software, and the one that I have did cost. It wasn't free, but completely worth every penny, and I love it. I've had it since August. So editing now, like I said, I haven't edited the first vlog from last week, but I've edited a few smaller vlogs, and it's been really brilliant for that. So I am very much looking forward to this. And I know a lot of you guys miss the vlogs. I know you guys like the vlogs. So here we are. So anyway, all that to say, it is Sunday morning. It is 10 to 10, as I said. We got some snow last night, not a lot, enough to make the roads a bit of a mess this morning when I went out for coffee. I did go out for coffee this morning, but it isn't in my travel mug, because I sit up here and I'm going to be editing, and the window's right here. And to be honest, guys, this is a 39-year-old house. Not that old, but old. The windows are not the greatest. There's a little bit of a cold air coming through, so my coffee tends to get cold. So this is my David's Tea travel mug, and it keeps stuff hot forever. So I am using that for my coffee this morning while I sit here and edit when I'm done recording this. So I thought I'd open up the vlog by sharing with you guys my reading plans for the week. And then as the week progresses on, we can see how I did with those plans. So I'll share with you first what I'm currently reading. Oh, the snow is blowing off the trees outside. It's really pretty. I think I got a clip just before this, though, of the snow this morning when Garrett and I went out to go get coffee. So I am currently listening to on audio Heart of Evil by Heather Graham. I am less than an hour into this. I need to get some listening done on this today. This is the second book in the Crew of Hunter series. This is for my reread of the Crew of Hunter series, and it's narrated by Luke Daniels, and I really love it, and I need to get back listening to it. And I'm currently reading High Priority Asset by Juno Rushdan, which I think is the third book in a series that she's written. I can't remember the name of the series at this point. But I have 100 pages left on this, so my goal is to finish this one today. I had wanted to finish it yesterday, but Saturdays are always super busy and blah, blah, blah. So my goal is to finish it today. And then I would like to start and finish 3 more books this week on ebook. So the first one, in honor of the fact that today is Super Bowl Sunday, so happy Super Bowl Sunday to anyone who watches football. I'm going to be reading A Winning Season by Rochelle Alers. I'll be starting that today, I hope, as soon as I'm done the High Priority Asset book. But this one is about a former football player. He's either former or current. He's a football player. And so I know that was on my TBR, and it was football related, and I thought, oh, that'll be kind of fun to start on Super Bowl Sunday. So even though I am not a football fan, I'll still, I'm sure I can enjoy it. So I'd like to start and finish that one this week. I'd also like to start and finish Second Chance on Cypress Lane by Reese, which I am really looking forward to. This one looks so, so cute, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And then the last one, I do want to get a Babysitters Club book read this week. I did not get one read last week. My goal is one a week. If I miss a week, so be it. But it will be Mallory and the Ghost Cat by Ann M. Martin, book number 3, I think, in the Babysitters Club mystery series. So anyway, guys, that is it for my opening clip. I will probably check in with you guys tonight and let you know how my reading went. Hopefully I will be able to do a wrap-up of High Priority Asset when I talk to you guys tonight. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys. So I just dropped my husband off at work, and there's a field here beside his work that is just filled with Canadian geese. So yeah, they're all kind of hanging out here. There's the GO train. But yeah, pretty cool. Hi guys, happy Monday. It is the 8th of February and it is about 8 o'clock at night. So I finished work about an hour ago and I had my dinner, and now I'm sitting up here and I decided to sit down and have a chat with you guys. So I have my tablet on here because I did finish a book last night, and I wanted to update you guys on that. So yesterday I finished reading High Priority Asset by Juno Rushdan. This is the third book in, can't remember the name of the series. Something Operatives, I think. I'll try and remember to put it right here, like on the screen. And I have not read any others in this series. This is a Harlequin intrigue novel, and I have not read any others in this series, but I was able to read this one without feeling like I was lost for anything else that may have happened in the first two books. So there's kind of two plot lines running through this story. Our main characters are Isabel and Dutch, and she is a gallery owner. Her parents are both gone. Her father died many years ago, and she's kind of been raised by her uncle. And he is not a very nice character. There's some stuff going on in the background that she really doesn't know about. He is like the head of a cartel. This book takes place in the San Diego, Los Angeles, that area of Southern California. And Dutch is I think he's a U.S. Marshal who is set to protect her, but she doesn't know that. So he's trying to get close to her, but forming a relationship with her. Yeah, so that's pretty much that part of it. That's the main storyline that I think runs out through this series, that there's this like cartel and something about witness protection, and they stole a thumb drive that has names of all these people in witness protection in Southern California. And this uncle of Isabel's is going to sell it to the highest bidder. So that's kind of like the plot line running through this book series. So there's, I think, 4 books out now, and there is one more due to come out. So I definitely want to read the rest of this series. So anyway, the other plot line that has to go with this book was seriously creepy. So Isabel has this ex-boyfriend named Chad. And Chad is a creepy like a creepy stalker ex kind of guy. And I mean, he is way off the deep end. And you get parts of the story from his perspective, and they are legitimately creepy. Like hair on the back of your neck standing up kind of creepy. Really well written. Like, as much as it was like, I don't like this guy at all, it was very, very well written. And it's hard to say you enjoyed it, but I think you guys know what I mean. Like, it was very well written. There is some adult content in this story, but it doesn't happen till much later in the book, and it is partially behind closed doors. Part of it is not, part of it is. My only complaint, I gave this book 4 stars. I don't think I mentioned that. Yeah, I gave it 4 stars. Was that it felt a little insta-lovey to me between Isabel and Dutch. But, when you're talking about those kind of circumstances, you often see that a lot in these kind of books. But still, it was really, really fantastic. This is the first book by this author I have read. I definitely want to read more. This entire series is written by her, so keep that in mind as well. And yeah, I am looking forward to getting to the first book. So that is that for reading. For what I finished. Today I finally started again. I restarted on audio. Was Heart of Evil by Heather Graham. I had started it on like Friday or Saturday, and I couldn't get into it. I don't know what it was. And then this morning I'm like, let's try. So I must have just been like off audio or something for a few days. But today, it kind of clicked in, and I'm enjoying it. I am about not quite 20% of the way through it. So I'm hoping to get that done in the next few days. And then tonight I started, oh my gosh, what's it called? Hold on, I got it right here. A Winning Season by Rochelle Alers. So there's the cover. I'll actually pop up the pretty colored cover up here for you guys to see. So this is a Harlequin Special Edition novel. This is the last book and the 10th book in the Wickham Falls Wedding series. This is actually the first book in the series I have read. So these are standalone contemporaries, and I thought I was patting myself on the back because yesterday was Super Bowl, and I thought, I'm like, oh, this is a sports one. This guy's a football player. No, he plays baseball. Wrong sport. So that's okay. I am much more a fan of baseball, but he is a former baseball player. His name is Sutton, and he has come back to his small town after ending his baseball career, and he has moved into a temporary, like he's living temporarily next door to this woman by the name of Zoe. Now, from the sounds of it, I think that there is an age gap here. I think she's 28 to his 36, so it's not a huge age gap, but definitely an age gap. And she is a single parent in a way to her two teenage brothers. Their parents passed away when the boys were young, and she's a number of years older than her siblings. And I think she was 9 or 10 when her next sibling down was born, when her brother was born. So that's kind of the point I'm at now. This baseball guy has finished his career. He's come home and he's moved in next door to this girl, or woman, I should say. And there will be a relationship, and it sounds delightful. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. And I think that's about it, you guys. So I do have a little bit of mail. Their books came through. I also got something else in the mail today. We needed a new one of these. So, funny story. So, I think I've told you guys before, but Goran, my big guy, he takes medicine. I have to give him, he's got asthma, and we have to give him a puffer every day. And there's a special device that you use called an AeroCat chamber. And this is what it looks like. I haven't taken out of the packaging yet. So essentially his little snout goes on here. The medicine thing goes on this side. And then you kind of put it here and you press it down and it goes into the chamber and then he breathes through it. So he was diagnosed about 5 years ago and we bought this thing. This piece was not, this was like $100 or something. So we bought one and we've been using it, and I clean it like, you know, every week or every couple weeks. If, you know, sometimes I forget, so I do it every other week. But it still starts to get really grungy. And I said to Garrett, we should really get a new one. But I called the vet's office and they're like, oh yeah, we can order it in for you and blah, blah, blah. And of course, everything's just a little bit more expensive through the vet's office. So I went online and I found a company here in Canada that sells pet medication. So I was able to find it on there. And it was a bit cheaper than the vet's office. And I was looking up online. It's like, how often are you supposed to replace these? And it's like every year. And we've had his for 5 years. I'm like, I feel like such a bad pet parent right now. But my vet never explained to me that we had to replace them that often. Like, no one's ever told me that. So now we know. We got a new one, so yay. So that's the one thing that came in the mail today. And then the other thing, of course, as I said, was a book. So let me share with you what I got from the good people at Thrift Books. So let's see here. These little green packages always make me so happy. More happy than even the Amazon packages. So what have we got here? Yay, it finally arrived. I've been waiting on this one since the end of December now. This is a reread for me. I had this book and I think I lent it to somebody that I used to work with and I never got it back. And I'm so mad and I don't clearly work for that company anymore. But I want to do a reread of this one maybe this October. So this is Halloween Husbands, and it's a Harlequin historical novel. This is not available on ebook. I have looked. So I had to get the print copy of it. So it is 3 short stories that all take place at Halloween, and they're all historical. So the first one is called Marriage in Merrow Creek by Lisa Plumley, which is a Western romance. Then we have Wedding at Warehaven by Denise Lynn, which is a... that one is like a medieval. And then we have Master of Penlawin by Christine Merrill, which is a Regency. These are really good, and I've reread this a couple times. It's a really fun Halloween historic book. You don't see a lot of Halloween romance, and especially historical. So this one is quite fun. So like I said, I'm really looking forward to rereading it in October, and I'm glad I have my own copy of it now. So I'm super stoked about that. So yay. And that's really it. It was Monday. It was a work day for me. It was busy today. But we did get word today from our premier here in Ontario that the stay-at-home order is staying in place for the city of Toronto, for Toronto, York Region, and Peel Region until the 22nd of February. At least the 22nd of February is what it says. So we could still be in stay-at-home order even longer. 1 more week. I just want to be at home for my birthday at the beginning of March. No, I'm just teasing. I want people to be able to get back to work, especially a lot of these small business owners and things like that. But yeah, so I am working from home for at least the next 2 weeks. So that is a bonus because the commute is fantastic. But anyway, yeah, that's about all that I got tonight, you guys. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to relax. I'm going to do some more reading on my book. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday. It is the 10th of February. And yeah, I'm coming to you with a little update today. So I did not update you guys last night. I was so tired last night. I don't know what it was. But anyway, it is about 9:30 this morning, or in the morning, and it is currently outside minus 19 degrees Celsius with the wind chill. That's cold. That's really cold. So I just finished filming a video. You guys will have seen it on Thursday. It is a collab video that I did with Steph over at Steph's Romance Book Talk. So I am super excited about you guys getting to see it. But it will already have been up by the time that this video goes live. So anyway, yeah, I just finished doing that, and I had my breakfast this morning. And it's about 9:30, so I still have about an hour and a half before I have to start work. So I'm going to relax for a bit and just chill before I start work. So anyway, reading update from yesterday. So I am now about 40% of the way through the Heather Graham book, Heart of Evil, and I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm liking it. I'm having some issues because I borrowed it off of Scribd on audio, and I'm having some issues. It will not let me download it on my phone, nor will it let me even just listen to it, because I'm not listening to it outside. Like, I'm not leaving the house. Like, I can listen to it over Wi-Fi. I don't have to necessarily download it, but it won't even let me play it, which is a bit annoying, a lot annoying. So I actually have it running on my computer. Like, I just bring it up on the Scribd website and I play it there. So it's a pain, but it's getting the job done. And I am about halfway through now. The Winning Season by, holy cow, I'm drawing a blank. The Winning Season by, is it Rochelle Alers? It's Rochelle Alers. So there's the cover. Again, I'll probably pop the actual color cover up here because it's super, super pretty. For some reason, I think Valentine's Day when I see this cover. I don't know why. Probably her red dress. But I am really enjoying this one. So it's about a baseball player who comes back to his hometown and the relationship he ends up having with his new next door neighbor. I will talk about it more later when I'm finished the book. There is a lot of food being talked about in this book, you guys. Like, a lot. They talk about food a ton, and I'm kind of loving it. It's fantastic. So my goal is to get that one done today. And then I'd like to start my next book, which is, I think, what is it called? Something on Cypress Lane. Second Chance on Cypress Lane by Reese Ryan. So I'm looking forward to starting that one today as well. From what I saw, it might be a slightly quieter day at work. And if that's the case, I'm hoping to get some good reading done today. But we shall see how that goes. So yeah, that's really all I have for the update, you guys. Not much has been going on. Just kind of work and, you know, work and reading and some crafting. That's my day-to-day. That's my day in and day out. It's not too terribly exciting. Garrett's off for the next couple days. It's his weekend is Wednesdays and Thursdays. So that's cool. But yeah, like I said, I'm hoping to get done the Rochelle Alers tonight. So I will definitely check in with you guys and give you my final thoughts on it as soon as I am done it. So that's all I got, guys. I'll talk to you in my next clip. Bye. I knew I forgot something. Okay, now I even had it sitting beside me. So I got mail last night, and I did open it because I was super stoked. So I didn't wait for you guys to open it. I'm sorry. But I wanted to show it to you now. So last week I ordered the 3 Heather Graham books from her Civil War trilogy that she did. So the first one that I got is actually the second in the series. It's right here, right there. It's that one. It's a hardcover edition. You can't really see it. And it is And One More Blue. I've now received the third one. I'm still waiting on the first one. So this came yesterday. It is in mass market. I thought I had ordered all 3 of them in mass market, but that one came as a hardcover. Now I want to hunt out this one and the first one in hardcover when I get it. So this was And One Road West, which is the third in the series. So yeah, it's in really great condition though. Like fabulous, fabulous condition. So, I mean, other than the giant sticker on the back. Oh, from Borders. Is that an American or was that an American store? It is, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, this is a long puppy. This is almost 500 pages. So yeah, it's a chunky puppy. And I love, like, the old, okay, I don't have a recent Heather Graham book around me. because I'd show you, but look at the picture. Oh my gosh, the other photo. So, Heather Graham lives in Florida with her husband and 5 children, formerly a professional model. She has written 13 best-selling historical romances, including the New York Times bestseller and One Road West. Former model. So when was this published again? I think that one was 1992, I think. So this one, also 1992. So, interesting. But yeah, so I got that in the mail yesterday from Thrift Books. So anyway, sorry, I just wanted to jump on here and show that to you. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Big suck. I told you guys this was a big cat in comparison to a fully grown human. Can you hear the purrs? Say hello, Mr. Gorin. Nope. He says, I'm busy right now. Hi friends, happy Thursday. It is the 11th of February and it is just after 5 o'clock at night and I am sitting here, you know, got some work stuff up, but I thought that I would have a quick little chat with you guys. Sorry that I didn't jump on last night to update you at all because I did finish a book yesterday, but it was later last night just before I went to bed. So I thought I would have fresh thoughts this morning or today and talk to you now. And it's a good thing that I waited because I finished another book just this morning. So I now have 2 books that I want to share with you. And in this update as well, I do have some book mail. And I also have one that I've already opened. It came yesterday and I couldn't wait to open it. So sorry about that. So anyway, yeah, it's Thursday. Nothing too terribly interesting going on. I'm just, you know, working away and what have you. So yeah, nothing, like I said, terribly interesting. It's still cold out. -19 with the wind chill from what I've heard. They're calling for snow on Saturday, so we shall see if that actually happens. We've been pretty lucky this winter, not a lot of snow so far, but we still have about another month and a bit to go until spring, quote unquote, officially hits. So we shall see what happens there. But anyway, on to the books that I finished this over the last couple of days. So last night I finished reading A Winning Season by Rochelle Alers. This is the 10th and final book in the Wickham Falls Wedding series. And I gave it 4 stars. I really thought it was cute. It's a Harlequin special edition novel. And yeah, I liked it a lot. So our main characters are Zoe and Sutton. And Zoe is a single parent, we'll say parent. So what happened was when she was almost finished high school, she was like 18 years old, her dad and stepmother died in an accident. And her younger brothers from her stepmother, so her half-brothers, who were like 8 and 9 at the time, or 7 and 8 or something like that, they would have been put into foster care, but she took over as sole parent, and she has pretty much raised them. So now the older of the 2 brothers, he is enlisted in the military, and the younger brother still has a couple years left of high school. So I think they were like maybe 5 and 7 or something like that. Anyway, or older than that. Doesn't matter. So the one who's almost done high school, the one that's still living at home, he's kind of getting into a bit of trouble, and he's causing her some major anxiety, and she doesn't know exactly how to deal with him. He's acting out. And then she gets a new next door neighbor, and it's Sutton. And Sutton is a former professional baseball player. He played for the MLB for the Atlanta Braves, and he has decided to retire from playing baseball. While he was in college on a baseball scholarship before he got drafted, he actually went to school, in college, to do history, to become a history teacher. So now he's back in his hometown, and he kind of wants to pursue that dream. That was actually his first dream, was to become a history teacher. But he figured he got the chance to play in the MLB, make some good money, and he was smart with it. So, why not for as long as he possibly could? So he used to live in town, but there is a bit of an age gap. I think he is 36 to her 28. So it's not a huge age gap, but it's big enough. I mean, they weren't ever in school together or anything at all like that. So he's renting the house right next door to Zoe, and he kind of takes her brother under his wing. and, helps kind of mentor him in a way to keep him out of trouble. And of course, a relationship develops between Zoe and Sutton, and it was really, really cute. I liked it a lot. This is, I think, my second or third Rochelle Alers, and the first one that I read by her, I was not 100% impressed by. I think it was more a fact that I didn't really like some of the characters in that first book that I read by her. But I love the characters in this one. I love the small town. It takes place in West Virginia in coal mining country. And, that's talked about quite a bit in the book on how that's the town's history in a way. And you meet some of the other characters that you've met in all the previous books. But like nothing that I would have been like, this is the first one in this series that I have read. So I was in no way lost about what was kind of happening in the story itself. And I really liked it. And I do have a handful of these, and I'm looking forward now to working my way through the series from the start, because I think it's going to be really good. I just love a good small town romance. So yeah, so I think I already said I gave that one 4 stars. I liked it a lot, and I recommend that you guys check it out if you get a chance to. So the second book that I finished, the one that I finished today, was Heart of Evil by Heather Graham. The second book in the Crew of Hunters series. I gave this one 4 stars. This was a reread for me. I am, as I've said before, working my way through this series. And I listened to this one on audio. It was narrated by Luke Daniels, who does a great job on these. I really do like his narration. He has narrated, I think, the bulk of the series, except for maybe some of the novellas. I can't remember 100%. But anyway, this one takes place in Louisiana, and it is essentially, it deals with Civil War ghosts as well, Confederate ghosts, because our main character, Ashley, lives in a plantation, a former plantation, and it's been in the family for hundreds and hundreds of years. And her grandfather was a Confederate soldier, and he died, or her great-great-grandfather or something like that. And anyway, his ghost is a lot. This series deals a lot with ghosts and working with ghosts to help killers that are killing people now. And there's going to be a reenactment of some battle that took place, not in the Civil War, but like before the Civil War, between Confederate and Union soldiers. And one of the reenactors is actually found dead, hanging in the family's like mausoleum. And then the story goes from there. So Jake is the male lead in this story. He is the member of the Crew of Hunters. He was in the first book. So the way the Crew of Hunters series works is that it's almost told in like little 3 parts, not 3 parts, but like mini series within the main series. Like you'll get like 3 books that kind of all tie to the same area and feature some of the same characters, and then you go to another series of 3 books featuring. Does that make sense? As I think there's almost over 30 books in this series now, so, and I do love it. It's a favorite series of mine, of course. But anyway, this one, like I said, takes place in Louisiana. So Jake is in the first book. He is in our first book. Sorry about that. And he is going to help Ashley try and find out what happened with this killer, or this person that was found dead. So yeah, so that is that. I will be back in just a second, guys. Okay, guys, last thing in this clip, it's been a little bit all over the place, sorry, is I do have a bit of mail to show you. So like I said, yesterday I got a package in the mail, and I finally got the first in Heather Graham, speaking of Heather Graham, her Civil War trilogy, One More Blue. So this one arrived yesterday. It is, so I think I mentioned to you guys, I got the second book, or I got the last book in mass market paperback. I got this one in mass market paperback, but the second book for some reason came in hardcover. I thought I'd ordered it as a mass market, so I haven't decided whether I now want to get all of them in this or try and get this one and the other one in hardcover. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, I did get this one. There's no step back or anything like that. It's rather disappointing. Pretty boring. There is this little bit on the side right there, but that's really not much interesting. And then I got this in the mail, and it's like 1 book in here, you guys, and it seems a little bit thick. So let's see what it is. What on earth is this? Okay, so I was watching Literature and Labradors, I think is her channel. She's a delightful booktuber. She has under 1,000 subscribers. You need to go subscribe to her. She's super, super cute. She showed this book and she said that this one is kind of a harder one to find, and it was on a wait list on Thrift Books, and then it came up and I got the email saying that this was available now. I've never heard of this author before, Day Taylor, and I am super, super excited. So this is The Black Swan. Look at this, you guys. Look at that cover. That cover. Oh my gosh. I think this has something to do with pirates. The back. Look at the ship. Isn't that awesome? And guys, can we talk about the spray on the pages? Wow. Okay, this book is long. 765 pages. Yeah. Wow. This is pretty awesome. So yeah, I have no idea really what this one is about. Adam, a legend in his own time, an outlaw in his own land, and a daring captain of the Black Swan who risked his life to lead slaves to freedom. Already I'm liking this guy. Deleuze, a dazzling, reckless daughter of Savannah's most prosperous slave breeder. Don't like her so much. Theirs was an impossible, rapturous love. Flames of passion challenged their hearts as savagery as the fire of battle consumed their beloved homeland. Joined together by the secret agony of their desire only to be torn asunder by the brutal horrors of war, they lived for one radiant moment that would unite them again. Sweeping from the pride and charm of old New Orleans to forbidden Caribbean forests throbbing with voodoo drums, from the haughty elegance of New York City to the raunchous romantic bravado of Nassau's exhilarating port, here is the splendorous saga of fierce ecstasies, violent truths, and wild dreams. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Wow. Don't know what that was. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I am very, very interested in this. I don't know. I do not know when I'm going to pick this up. Part of me wants to pick it up soon. If anyone else has this book and they want to do a buddy read of it, maybe in like April or something, let me know. It just sounds like, oh my God, that cover. Look at that. That's crazy. Crazy. I love it. I'm so happy I got it. I had not heard anything about this until I heard her mention it, and I saw the cover, and I'm like, and she talked about something with pirates or something like that, and I'm like, I have to have it. So here it is. Yay. Super excited about that. So anyway, guys, that is it for today. After several stops and starts with this clip today, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi, friends. Happy Friday night. It is the 12th of February, and it is about 8:30 at night, and I thought I would pop on and say hello before I got into like booktube and reading and knitting. So I finished work about an hour and a half ago. I had dinner. I actually ordered from Panera this afternoon, so I just got soup and I just put it in the fridge, and then I warmed it up for dinner, and it was so good. It was the broccoli cheddar soup. I love their soup, but it was Friday night, so I thought I'd treat myself, and I also got myself one of their giant, these are the kitchen sink cookies. There's like chocolate chips, and I think there's nuts in here, and pieces of caramel, and like salted caramel, and oh my God, it's like a gazillion calories, but I don't care. I'm not going to eat the whole thing tonight, but I'll snack on it as I'm reading my book. And I'm also doing a little bit of knitting. I'm working on an adorable a sweater for a little person. I love it. Yes, I'm knitting right now on double points for the little sleeves, but it's so cute. It's for my friend Chloe's daughter, one of her girls. So yeah, I like knitting baby sweaters because they're so quick, but yeah, it's been fun. Anyway, I've been doing that, so I'm kind of like all over the place. Yeah, sorry, my husband just texted me. It just popped up on the phone. He's on his lunch break. So anyway, what was I going to say? So today has just been kind of a day. Work was quiet, which was, it is what it is. And, but this morning I had to go out and I had to get blood work done, go see the vampires, as I like to say.
So to test just for my, because I'm on blood thinners, so I have to have my blood tested all the time. So I had to have that done, and then the hospital called me because my blood was a little off, a little too thin. It's not actually a thin or a thickness, it's how much it coagulates. Is that the word I'm looking for? So it's a little too thin. So I've got to be a little bit careful, a little cautious, no cutting, no using any sharp implements right now. So they're just cutting down my medication for a few days, and then I have to go back in a week and a bit to go and get it tested again. But whatever, it is what it is. It's an art, not a science. I've been on blood thinners for probably upwards of 15 years now, and I mean, I'll be stable and it'll be the same for like 6 months. Then all of a sudden, for no reason, we'll go out of whack. And then, then we correct it and we're good for another 6 months. So it is what it is. So I had to do that this morning and then like work. And then, yeah, so that was really it today, other than work. So reading wise, today I started listening to The Right Swipe by Alicia Rye, and I am enjoying it. It's cute. So it's essentially about this woman who owns a matchmaking service, like it sounds like a Tinder, where you like swipe for whatever. Not that I've ever been on Tinder, but of course it's in social media. You hear about it all the time on TV and even in books and things like that. So I'm familiar with the concept. So she ends up, before the story started, she ended up on this vacation for a weekend and having a one night stand with this guy. Well, it turns out the guy's aunt owns this competing company, like this competing like matchmaking service, and she wants to buy them out. So it's kind of going to be their relationship, and he's a former football player. So far it's cute. My only thing is, this is a complaint, not about the book per se, more about the marketing of the book. So the cover's up here. Cover is totally adorable. I really, really like it. My issue is, and this is my issue with these more cartoonish type covers, to me, and I knew because I've read Alicia Rye before, she is not a clean author. Like, her books get extra spicy, and this one does. And I just feel like that cover is doing a disservice to the book, because I could see people picking this up. Now granted, it's about a matchmaking service, so I don't know how many youngins would be picking it up, but I could legit see like a YA reader, someone of that age perhaps, picking this up and thinking, again, it's a disservice. And I'm not saying that all spicy books need to have very spicy covers, but it's bugging me. I find it disconcerting in a way, or disjointed. It doesn't seem to make sense for the context of the book itself. So anyway, that's just my one small complaint about this one, but I'm already, I think, over 30% of the way through it, so I'm working my way quite quickly through this one. So I'm hoping to get it done by the end of the weekend. And then today I am still reading. I started a couple days ago, and I don't think I've even told you guys yet. I'm reading Second Chance on Cypress Lane? Is that what it's called? Sorry. Double pointed needle. It is by Reese Ryan. The cover will be right here, so you guys are going to see that, but I just wanted to see for my, Second Chance on Cypress Lane. So this is the first book in a series, and it's a small town series, and it's set in the Outer Banks of the Carolinas. A small like town kind of an atmosphere. And sorry for the sudden really weird, there we go. Sorry, it's because I think because I had this on. Yes, I am reading off of my Oasis, and I love it. It's funny, I'm kind of bouncing back and forth depending on where I have the book, a copy of the book from. A lot of the stuff I've been reading on my Kindle Libra has been from the library, but I have so many books that I own for Kindle that's I'm using this one quite a bit. But anyway, that's besides the point. So this is a second chance romance. Our two main characters are Dakota and Dex, and she, for reasons, I don't want to divulge what they are because you find them out a bit later on in the book, but she has lost her job. She was a news anchor in New York City. She lost her job and she's come home. Her mother passed about 5 years ago, and the last time she was home was for her mother's funeral. So she's back in town, and her ex-boyfriend Dex, who they broke up like freshman year of college, he's in town as well. So it's going to kind of be their relationship. She's dealing with stuff with her dad and living back in this small town and wanting to kind of keep her secret as to why she was let go from this job. She told her father that she was downsized, but that's not the truth behind it. And Dex has his own thing. Like, she's mad at him because he broke up with her. And they had these grand plans. They were going to go to college in different areas and then come back together. And she was going to be a famous news anchor and he was going to be a football star and, yada, yada, yada. And he broke up with her, but you still, like, I'm 30% of the way through this right now, and I still don't know the reason as to why the two of them ended up splitting up. So it's been interesting so far. I've been really liking it. So anyway, my plans for the weekend. It is a long weekend for us here in Ontario. Monday is something called Family Day, which it's been around less than a decade now, I think. It hasn't been that long that we've had Family Day. But this is the first year in about 5 or 6 years that I've got to take the day off because the old company that I worked for, we got between Christmas and New Year's off. So they took away Family Day. Like, it's really to the company's discretion in a way. So they kind of traded off the Family Day for between Christmas and New Year's. But here, this company I'm at now, we get it off. So it's kind of a nice holiday to have because, like, you go through Christmas and New Year's, and then you don't really have another long weekend until Easter. So it's kind of nice to have this day. It's meant to spend it with your family and stuff like that, but we've been all doing that for like a year now. Well, in some cases, those of us who are living with family, those of us who are not getting to see their families, it's hard. It's difficult. It's been difficult. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's been really hard. So anyway, it's a long weekend. So my game plan is that tomorrow, me, Chloe, and Brie are actually interviewing Brittany C. Cherry on Chloe's channel. So we will have already done that by the time you guys see this. So I will try and remember to leave a link to it below, so you guys can go and check out that interview. So we're going to be doing that in the afternoon. So I was thinking tomorrow morning, what I might do is I have a couple videos to film for the next few weeks. So I might try and get ahead of the game, and I might go ahead and just film a couple videos tomorrow morning. I have 2 TBRs that are going to be going up over the next 2 weeks. One next week and one the week after. One is my main kind of TBR for the month of March, including March Mystery Madness, and the other one I am participating in middle grade March. So I'm going to have a separate TBR video for that. So yeah, and so I think I'm going to get that done. And then on Sunday, I have some plans for something that is in the works, but I'm not saying anything else. And then Monday's the day off, so I think I'm just going to relax and enjoy. Anyway, guys, I've been rambling on for like 12 minutes here, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. Happy Saturday. It is the 13th of February. Happy Galentine's Day. That's a thing, right? It's like to hang out like for single people, like to hang out with your girlfriends. Is that what it is? I don't know. But I'm seeing lots of stuff on it on Instagram, but it sounds delightful. So yeah, it is about 1:45 in the afternoon. I'm just kind of relaxing here right now. I did finish a book this morning, so I thought I would sit down here and chat with you about that. I was also getting a little bit stressed out this morning because the other book that I'm reading that I want to finish, The Second Chance on Cypress Lane, I have a feeling I'm not going to finish that till much later tonight, like just before I go to bed. And I'm like, do I record a clip just before I go to sleep? What do I do? Because this is how my brain works, that, the cutoff is on Saturday for these vlogs. But then I realized, Sarah, relax. If I finish the book late tonight, I will pop on tomorrow morning, do a very quick clip to give my final thoughts of that book, and I'll just include it in this vlog. It's not a big deal. Why I need to make it a big deal, I don't know, but that's what happens. So this afternoon at 3 p.m., is it 3 p.m. Eastern Standard, I think? Me and Chloe and Brie are interviewing Brittany C. Cherry, which I am so excited about. I cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic. This morning I've been busy. Like I said, I finished a book. It was a Babysitters Club book, but I finished a book. I just was in the mood to finish something. And I recorded 2 videos already this morning, you guys. They are both of my TBR videos. One is going up this coming Thursday. The other one is going up on the 25th. So stay tuned for both of those, of course. And I'm filming this clip right now, but with filming that video next week, I am now ahead of the game, you guys. That means that next weekend, I only need to film like 1 video, which is going to be great. I kind of really like pre-filming for that reason, that way you can kind of have a break if need be, like on a weekend or something like that. That's just me personally as a booktuber, how it works for me. I mean, yeah, I do these vlogs, but you guys know clearly I don't care. I will sit down here and talk to you guys without any makeup on, with my bad hair days. It doesn't bother me in the least because that is real life. You know what I mean? 90% of the time, or maybe not 90, 70% of the time, I don't put on makeup, mainly because I'm not even going into an office. So, what's the point? Anyway, book I finished today was Mallory and the Ghost Cat by Ann M. Martin. This is the third book in the Babysitters Club Mysteries series. This was cute. I gave it 3 stars. It wasn't anything spectacular. Essentially, Mallory starts babysitting for this family, and there's a ghost cat, claiming there's a ghost cat. She hears this meowing noise. They find out it's a real cat, and then the family has the cat, and then the owner comes to pick it up, and there's question whether the owner is actually like a ghost or not. So it's a little bit more supernatural as opposed to mystery per se. And then the other part of the story they're dealing with is Mallory's great uncle comes to stay with them, and he's suffering from Alzheimer's. So that's kind of, that's the more poignant part of the story. And that part I thought was done quite well, especially from the kids' point of view. Like, the kids are getting angry at him in a way, like not yelling at him, but just getting upset at what this man is doing because they don't understand. The parents didn't tell them that, he may be dealing with this, which I think they probably should have. The younger ones might not have understood, but at least Mallory, who's like 11, would understand that he's acting this way because of something that's happening to him, instead of them like thinking that he's just being mean. Do you know what I mean? So, but like I was saying, I do like the way that the kids were portrayed because they didn't understand. And, it was a very natural reaction to what was happening. So, yeah, like I said, overall 3 stars. The Mallory books are never my favorite. She was never my favorite babysitter. The younger babysitters, her and Jessie, I never really got on with, I think because I was already a bit older than that by the time I started reading the series. Or maybe I was their age, and, it was kind of like, oh, whatever. I didn't start babysitting until I was 13, you guys. I wasn't babysitting at 11. Because I just think now, my niece is 11. That I don't know, not that she's not responsible, but really? Like, maybe for your own family. Like, I'm sure I was looking after my brother or something, but not for anybody else's children. But anyway, yeah. So that's what I finished this morning. So I may or may not pop back on in here today, but I am hoping to finish that Reese Ryan book today at some point, whether it be later tonight. But you will hear from me again to wrap up that book for sure. And I will talk to you then, guys. Bye.
Hi guys, it is Sunday morning and this is the last clip for this vlog. I'm going to be starting another vlog as soon as I'm done recording this. But of course, as I said yesterday, I wanted to pop in to update you on the fact that I finished a book last night. I finished Second Chance on Cypress Lane by Reese Ryan. This was my favorite book so far this month. I gave it 4.5 stars. It is the first book in the Holly Grove series. This was a NetGalley release. So thank you very much to the publisher Forever and the author and NetGalley for sending me an e-art copy of this one to read and review. I believe it came out in December of 2020. So it's a more recent NetGalley release for me. So this story was super, super cute. This was a great second chance romance. And as I said in my review on NetGalley, this book reminded me why second chance romances are my favorite. This is the story of Dexter and Dakota, and the two of them dated all through high school. And, he had dreams of kind of being a professional football player, and she wanted to be a world famous, news anchor. So anyway, in their first year of college, they ended up going to separate schools. They came back to this small town in the Outer Banks of the Carolinas called Holly Grove. And they were back for a vacation, over the holidays or something. And he breaks up with her. The thing is that you don't find out until later in the story as to the reason behind the breakup and what it was that caused the breakup. So you kind of learn when Dakota learns, which as a reader, I really like that we weren't given everything up front. that, you know, we were kind of privy to the information as the characters were. So in this story, Dakota ends up coming back because something happened to her. I don't want to delve into what it is. Something happened to her. She lost her job, and she's kind of come home with her tail between her legs, kind of an idea, you know, to kind of decide what her next step is going to be. So her mother passed 5 years earlier. It's just her dad who's left. And she finds out that he's got a few medical conditions. And she decides to stay on the island for a few months to help him out until he can, you know, start getting a little bit healthier and things like that. So, of course, a relationship starts up again between Dexter and Dakota. But the problem is that she's taking a temporary job on the island at this resort community, and that's just getting up and running. And Dexter is actually her new boss. So there's an issue with relationships within, you know, the company, between employee, especially employer, like boss to subordinate, I guess. So there's kind of a lot going on here. She's rebuilding friendships with people that she hasn't been in touch with in many, many years. And the one thing I actually also really liked about this book was a lot of the throwbacks to music that I listened to when I was younger, because like when I was in high school, because the characters are mid 30s, I want to say. So, you know, only about 5 years younger than me. So a lot of the music and references and things like that, I totally got what they were. And that part of it was a lot of fun. I really, really liked this one a lot. This was a great small town feel. Got a little spicy, but it was still a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it a great deal, and I highly recommend it. So anyway, guys, that is all that I have for this vlog. As I said, I'm going to be starting another one right after this for next week, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that. I have a couple of fun videos coming up this week. I have a book haul, like a book haul vlog that I've been filming over the last month of stuff that's been arriving. And I also have my TBR for March Mystery Madness is coming up on Thursday. So stay tuned for that as well. So until my next video, everybody, take care and happy reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye, guys.